Water the good man. How to love a good man without losing yourself. Even good men run dry. We love to talk about how to find a good man, the prayers, the list, the red flags, all those things to look out for so you don't get the bad one. But how often do we talk about how to treat a good man once you actually have one? Even a good man, the kind who loves right, provides, protects, prays, can run dry if he's constantly pouring and never being poured into. Let's talk about it. Hey family, welcome back to Yinkus Pepe Talks. This is your girl, Yinkus Pepe. Fearless truth, unapologetic wisdom with a bit of warmth. If this is your first time watching me, I say welcome home and I hope you get to stay. And to my regulars, thank you. Thank you for always showing up. I appreciate you and I do love reading your comments. So please keep it coming, keep it coming. So let's dive into the talk of the day, right? That's what we're here to do. Today, we're talking about something simple but often forgotten. Yes, how to water the man God blessed you with. Not worship him, not mother him, but water him like you would something you want to keep alive. Because marriage isn't just about being loved, it's about loving back with intention. Scene one. He's not Superman, he's human. Sometimes we forget that good man, the real responsible men, they do get tired. They just hide it better. They carry the weight of the home, the bills, the kids, and still show up like everything's fine. And when was the last time you asked, how are you? Really? How are you? Not, did you fix this or did you pay that? Just, how's your heart? How are you doing? Is everything okay? Because behind every man who's steady is a soul that sometimes needs rest. I know a couple that's been married 15 years. The wife told me one day, my husband isn't affectionate anymore. When I asked what changed, she said, he's been under pressure at work and he comes home quiet. So I said, instead of arguing about affection, try asking how he's doing. And guess what? She did. And he cried and he said, I didn't even know you noticed. That's watering. Noticing what the world overlooks. That is our job as the spouse, to look out for one another. Because sometimes we just simply don't see these things and we don't have anybody else asking us. So why not do it for one another, right? Here's another one. Don't confuse strength with lack of need. A man who leads still needs to be led sometimes by peace. And sometimes watering your man doesn't mean doing more. It means being softer as a woman. That's calm tone. That's gentle, I believe in you. That prayer when he doesn't even know you're praying. So let me tell you a little story. A friend told me once when her husband started his business, everything that they could think about went wrong. Everything. And she stopped nagging and started interceding. And within months, doors began to open for them. She said, God told me to step into managing and start ministering. And that right there, that's how you water a man. You become his safe space, not a supervisor. Look, respect feeds him more than reminders. Let's be honest, sometimes we women mean well, but we talk to our men like they're kids. You know, those little, did you remember to? And I told you not to forget. And you should have done this, and you should have done it this way. We call it helping, but they hear it as micromanaging. Every time you correct without covering, you water pride and starve peace. Water him the way you'd want to be watered. We all want love that feels seen, heard, and appreciated, right? Your husband does too. Mhm. He may not say it in paragraphs like we do. He may not journal his feelings like I do, but his need for affirmation is real. Real. Sometimes it's in the little things. Sending a message in the middle of the day that says, I'm proud of you. Mhm. Cooking his favorite meal on an ordinary Tuesday. Praying over him out loud. Not just for him, but with him. That's watering. And it doesn't make you weak, it makes you wise. Proverbs 31 says her husband praises her. But did you notice that she first created a home that honored him? Mutual admiration. That's the rhythm of a healthy marriage. From an empty cup. Here's where balance comes in. Remember, you can't water anyone if your own well is dry. Because when a woman stops praying, resting, or caring for her spirit, everything she gives turns into a performance. You can't water from burnout, and you can't love well when you're resentful. So before you water your man, let God water you. Take time in His presence. Refill your joy. That's what keeps your love fresh, not routine and not renewal. Every man needs peace to thrive. A man who lives in chaos will eventually shut down. That's why peace is the best gift a woman can bring into a home. And peace doesn't mean silence, it means safety. That feeling of no matter what happens out there, I can breathe when I come home. Mhm. When you create that kind of atmosphere, he doesn't just survive, he flourishes. Now, think of a plant. It doesn't bloom because you talk about it, right? It blooms because you give it light, consistency, and care. That's the same with your man. So maybe the secret to a lasting marriage isn't just love, it's intentional nourishment. Not just expect him to lead, learn how to lift him, learn how to uplift him. Don't just pray for him, pray with him. Don't just need him, nurture him. Because when you water a good man, you're not just building him, you're building a legacy. And once again, this is where I will leave you for today. If this message spoke to you, don't just keep it to yourself. We don't do that here. Hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and of course, subscribe so you don't miss the next conversation. To my day ones, you know I appreciate you. So thank you, and thank you for your support. And if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome. I have got an extensive playlist on marriage, communication, family, and personal growth that I know will bless you or someone you know. So take your time, dive into my playlist, and catch up on all that you may have missed. And until next time, stay real, stay growing. All my love. This is your girl, Yinkus Pepe.